Scary ghost footage that may just cause you nightmares. Or last shift. Dustin, a military police officer from Oahu, Hawaii, recorded and uploaded a video to TikTok that surprised many of his friends and family. The quick clip is simply Dustin filming inside an office at the Schofield Barracks, a United States Army installation. What he captured on camera is quite creepy.
So it's happening again. Some crazy paranormal going on. It's just me. There's no one else around. There's no freaking strings.
A cabinet door on a computer desk starts opening and closing on its own. You can hear Dustin say, "This is happening again." Perhaps this part of the barracks is known to be haunted? Either that or his fellow officers might be pulling his leg on a regular basis. Who knows? Check out Dustin over on his TikTok page for any possible future updates. Toy Story. When you think about kids' toys, the movie Toy Story for a lot of us comes to mind, the main character, Woody in particular. And as you all know, Woody, along with all the other characters from the Toy Story movies, have been available to buy as kids' toys for years now. However, we all know that what happens in those movies is fiction. I mean, toys don't actually come to life as soon as you leave the room. Well, at least that's what one might think. A young lad from Texas went into Walmart one night in September and recorded this. The short TikTok video claims to show a Woody toy move his head slightly while still in his original box as he sits on a shelf. The video made the rounds all over the internet months ago for its creepiness. Viewers were shocked to see the toy moving just like in the movies. Shout out to TikTok user BTB Fernie for managing to capture this weird and just plain creepy moment on camera. The Fog. Mason DeVos recorded a very creepy video in August of last year. Mason was up really early one morning and captured this outside his house.
Misty as out. And what the fuck? It's 5 in the fucking morning, bro. Like, five in the fucking morning. It's been moving back and forth and shit, just looking at me.
An unknown person or figure can be seen pacing back and forward in a field at 5 AM in the morning. By the sounds of it, Mason was alone and states that there was no town or city for at least 10 miles. So who or what is this? The figure appears to stop walking at one point and just stare at Mason from a couple hundred feet away. What's even creepier is that this is the one and only clip Mason ever uploaded. He hasn't given any updates since. Provoked. By now, most of us are familiar with Kent and the house he lives in, the Lamb House. In the past couple of weeks, I featured a video of him from his YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Previously, Kent caught a very creepy looking skull peeking out from behind a wall. Well, in the latest video of his, he may just have caught something very similar. Paranormal investigator Janice from Southern California flew out to Maine to experience the paranormal activity inside the Lamb House firsthand. Blake and Randall, two more paranormal investigators from New York, also joined both Janice and Kent for a night of, well, investigating. This is just a small portion of what they captured on camera one night in the basement of Kent's place, also known as the Lamb House.
Some paranormal investigators will come to the Lamb House and will innocently ask spirits to touch them. They do get touched, but sometimes dark entities will also touch them. Such was the case in the basement the other night.
This has just got that, like, creepy, musty smell. I welcome you to come touch me. Touch my hand. Oh my God, my hand. It's like I almost, it was so static. Come on. Will you come talk to me, please? Pretty please? I've come an awful long way to talk to you.
Are you guys down here?
Ah!
What's the matter?
Something just hit the back of my leg.
Are you guys down here?
Ah!
Janice thought a rock was thrown at the back of her leg. After carefully looking over the recordings, nothing hit the back of her leg. Nothing landed on the floor behind her. But right before the back of her leg was hit, we see something in the recording that is quite troubling. A skull face with deep dark eye sockets. This looks to be the exact face that recently appeared on the steps upstairs. The stairs is directly above this portion of the basement.
As Kent says in the video, this face or skull-looking thing that appears near Janice's feet really does look like what he caught on camera all those weeks ago. The paranormal investigators also caught this following creepy moment on camera from the same location.
Alright, I want to take another tact with this. Out of respect for Kent, I'm not going to piss you off. Okay? Out of respect, he asked no provoking. I respect that. Do something. Push me. Play with my hair. Okay? Come on. Oh! Something push me. Oh! Something push me. Oh!
A very weird and creepy looking entity, I guess, darts quickly into a hole in the basement wall. It seems as if whatever this was, perhaps wanted to escape the company of the paranormal investigators. Many viewers suggest that the videos Kent manages to record in and around his house are some of the scariest online. But what do you think? Check out Kent and his YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel Maine for the full video. You can also check out Blake and his YouTube channel, Paranormal Identification. Links for both, of course, are down below. Being watched. Kaka, or Aziza Salsa 12 as she is known on TikTok, uploaded the following short clip of her and some friends dancing to a song. The three friends are dancing, having fun during the evening. However, viewers of the original video have seen something in the background that probably shouldn't have been there. As you've just seen, the friends are having fun, dancing together, but something very creepy can be seen in the background. Behind the girls and to the left on a second story of a small building is a creepy looking woman wearing a white dress. The woman appears to be looking down onto the girls as they record this TikTok video. The original uploader states that they don't know who or what this was and swear they didn't see it at the time of the recording. What was that? TikTok user IC, or it's Isaac, uploaded this short clip taken from a security camera. The video clip shows something really quite bizarre. An odd-shaped thing glides down the street to then dart upwards into the air. Then just moments later we can see its shadow flying past the house on the road at some speed.
You want me to play it just
Yes, right now. You can go slow-mo.
There it is. Yeah, black.
Yeah, what the frick,
Fucking
dude?
Weird.
So weird.
IC states that this was captured on a friend's security camera in front of their home. Previous viewers have likened it to Santa flying off in a sleigh, a plastic bag being tossed around in the wind, or even a vampire, while others think it's nothing more than a couple of balloons drifting off into the sky. What would be your guess? Possibly something supernatural, or can this be easily explained? Peekaboo. Uploaded to YouTube by user ShortnStoutGuy over 10 years ago, a video that supposedly shows real paranormal activity. The description of the original video reads, "In this case, the owners had reported a small child-sized entity that would at times peek out at them from around corners or down hallways. The group had set up its base at the end of the hallway to the left. If you watch the doorway at the end of the hall, the night vision camera recorded what appears to be a dark shape that forms and leans out and takes a look down at the team and then pulls back in. Is this an entity? We have our opinion. What is yours?" The Barber. Proper Cuts, a barbershop in Long Beach, California, became very popular online in early October for a couple of videos that they uploaded to TikTok. What seemed like just another regular day quickly turned into anything but. While everyone was working, giving fresh fades, something very creepy happened. The door at the back of the store starts to open by itself. After the guys acknowledged the movement of the door, they pulled up the backroom security camera footage and saw that everything back there had been thrown around. They all watched the footage from the next room over from the cell phone, not knowing what to do. Near the end of the security camera footage, one of the men plucks up the courage and goes back there, kicks the door open but finds nothing. A day or so passes by and the followers of the barbershop TikTok page are shocked to see something in the reflection of the store's TV. If we take a closer look, this time in the reflection of the TV, we can see a transparent-like thing gliding by just moments after the door opens on its own. The guys at the shop are sure something paranormal is going on. But what do you think? Make sure to check out the barber_T over on TikTok for any updates on the store and all of its creepiness. Creepy Castle. Lanark Castle, also referred to as Lanark's Castle, is a mock castle on the ridge of Otago Peninsula within the limits of the city of Dunedin, New Zealand. The house was built in the 1870s by the prominent entrepreneur and politician William Lanark. Following a mishap regarding the country's Banking Act Amendment Bill, his two wives dying and one of his daughters dying, Larnac locked himself in a committee room at Parliament and shot himself with a revolver in 1898. Over the years, Larnac Castle has had countless sightings of cranky ghosts and vengeful spirits. Ghost hunters Michael Hollers, Brad Hills and Caroline Taylor starred in a TV show called Ghost Hunt that aired in New Zealand back in 2005. The 10-episode series showed the group of 3 travelling the length of the country exploring the supposed most haunted buildings, with Larnac Castle being one of them. Brad would typically sit in the back of the team's vehicle while the other 2 were sent inside to explore. In this particular episode, a couple of creepy things happened, the first of which was when Caroline was in Larnac's bedroom. Check this out.
Early morning to you.
Good morning. Alright guys, what is this I hear about handprints on the window or something that I've missed? What is that?
Well, I'd already been in Larnac's bedroom and it was on my way out. I thought I'll go and have another look, and I noticed there were handprints like this on the window. What is that? Handprints?
Yes.
How do you explain that? It's on the outer window, so it's not even from inside the room.
Oh yeah, there's like 2 layers of glass, isn't there? And that was on the outside of the outside layer.
All that's out there is a roof.
Yeah, that is pretty freaky, isn't it? Who'd be trying to get into Larnac's bedroom?
Larnac? One of his 3 wives?
It was bizarre, so much so that I actually went up and took a photo. Just so I could have
I'm
a
glad
look
you
at
did.
it.
I got the hell out of there.
Yeah, you ran quick smart.
Brad, guess what?
But that's what I came up with. It's just awesome. And those handprints only came out once the fog rolled in. It's like the condensation on the window
Pick them up.
suddenly brought them out of nowhere. Because you didn't see them first time you went through.
No, I didn't see them at all. That's what surprised me the second time. I was like, what the heck?
Seeing handprints on the outside of the 2nd or 3rd story is creepy enough. However, that wasn't all that happened that night. Michael entered the study room, most commonly thought of as Larnac's main space where he would work. And, well, Michael snapped a couple of pictures while he was in there. This is what he captured.
Remember you went into a room and I didn't know where you were?
Yes. Study room, I think.
Oh.
Now this is you actually sitting at his table.
I just wanted to see, I mean, this was very much his room, I guess. It felt very masculine, and I wanted to sit down at his desk and see if I could sort of summon up something or feel what it would be like to sit in his room.
Okay, I'm okay.
That's a technical term.
Just got a real shiver over my spine and a brush of cold air just coming through on me right now, basically.
It was amazing. As I was in there, it wasn't like it was just coming from behind me. It was whirling all around me. Front, back, side. It was like a gust of wind just whooshing around me, like a cold energy everywhere. I think I spin around and I've got my torch and I'm kind of trying to see if I can see anything, but I can't. But it was literally like whirling around me while I was in there.
You go to walk off to take some photographs. You actually ended up taking a photo here of the doorway, and I'm going to show you the photo that you ended up taking, which is quite exceptional.
Wow.
It's quite exceptional.
It's like a
person?
And I'd say that to me is like an apparition, not a full figure, but
looks like a full
definitely
figure.
But you know what I mean? Not a solid form.
Yeah.
An apparition of
and
something.
you can almost see a hat, if you like.
Yep.
Someone in an overcoat hunched over in the doorway.
And this is, sorry, when I'm standing further back in the room and I was facing out towards the doorway, after I just summoned him.
Yep. So basically what I did was just change the colour and the balance and the contrast just so I could see what was around it, which made it sort of come out a little bit clearer like that. And then finally, I did that. I changed the levels even further just so I could get just the figure and the light.
No way.
And
Sounds like he came to visit.
I'm a ghost hunter, guys. I've just earned my ghost hunting stripes right there.
So whatever you said to him, it certainly worked, because there he is standing in the doorway.
That's amazing.
So, was the spirit of William Larnac keeping an eye on the ghost hunters from the dark corners of the building? Perhaps William and his wife still occupy the many rooms in this historic castle. Who really knows?